Hello students, today I am teaching you 7th chapter of Footprints Without Feet and the name of the chapter is The Necklace. In this story, we will see a lady named Matilda and she is invited to a grand party. She has a beautiful dress but she was not having jewelry. Then she borrows a necklace from a friend and she loses it. What happens you will know in this chapter, but first we start. I'm going to tell you the theme of the story. The necklace is a mild satire but with a strong message. It is ridiculous for people of ordinary means to copy the rich. One should live within one's means. Otherwise, he or she invites unnecessary problems, anxieties, and confusion in his or her life. The main message of the story is that we should be what we are. False pride is the cause of our sufferings. The loss of a false necklace by Mrs. Lossell was not a big loss. Things could have been settled right if she had confessed the loss of necklace to the owner, Madame Forestier. She doesn't tell this she doesn't tell the truth to Mrs. Forrester and she has to suffer a lot. This small lapse of mistake of Mrs. Lossell makes her whole life miserable and dark, and the irony is that the cause of all these sufferings is a false necklace. Now I'm going to start the chapter. She was one of those pretty young ladies born as if through an error of destiny into a family of clerks. Here she is Matilda. Matilda is a lady who was married to a just petty clerk. So, but in her father's house also, she was born as though of an error of destiny. Means, although she was pretty, she was young, but her luck was not so strong. She was not born in a rich family, though she was born in a family of clerks. And her parents were not having too much dowry to give so she could be rich in her future after marriage. She was not having any hopes also for being rich. No means of becoming known. She was not having any mean of becoming known or loved and married by a man either rich or distinguished. And that's why she allowed herself to marry a petty clerk in the office of the Board of Education. Means because she was not having any facility of being rich or distinguished or known. That's why there was no any hope also, and so she allowed herself to marry a petty clerk. Okay, petty means the person who earns a meagre his earning. So she allowed herself to marry a petty clerk in the office of the Board of Education. Her husband was a clerk in the office of the Board of Education. She was simple, but she was unhappy. She suffered incessantly, means continuously after her marriage, she was suffering a lot, feeling herself born for all delicacies and luxuries. All the time she used to think that she should have born in a family of rich people. She should get all the delicacies of her life, all the luxuries of life. The apartment she was living in, she suffered a lot there. She suffered the poverty there. The shabby ball and the worn chairs, all these things tortured and angered her. When she used to see the shabby walls of her apartment and the broken chairs in her apartment, these things made her torture, and she used to get angry with these things. During dinner time or meal time, when her husband used to sit opposite of her, and when he used to uncover the tureen with a delighted air, because he was a very satisfied man, so he used to enjoy each and everything. So during meal, when he used to uncover the tureen with delighted air and say, "Oh, a good pot pie, I know nothing better than that." But she used to think about elegant dinners of shining silver. She thought of the executed food served in marvelous dishes. Means she should go to any hotel or restaurant. She should be served in shining silvers, and the food must be very extraordinary, and it should be served in marvelous dishes like this. She had neither frocks nor jewels. She was not having so many dresses also and jewelry also. Nothing. None of these things. But she loved only those things. She only loved the jewelries, the dresses, and all. And these all things were used to make her angry. She was having one rich friend also, which was her school companion, a school friend at the convent. But she did not like to visit her friend because she was rich, and whenever she used to go to her house, she suffered a lot after returning from there. She wept for hours. The whole day she used to weep from despair and disappointment. Okay, she was always disappointed due to her poverty. Now I'll complete it in my next video.